Polynesian, 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 Polyhedron, 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 John, Polyhedron, 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 Polynesian, 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 Polynesian.
To succeed in this life, one must become stronger and tougher. You must brook no interference in reaching your goals. If, as is often the case, you don't always have a clear picture of just what and where your goals are, never give yourself away. Enemies wait in the wings for the first sign of indecision, especially Russians. I suppose they couldn't help themselves. Half-starved all the time. Their meager salaries went for chocolat and creme because the taste of sugar cheered them up like horses, gave them the energy they needed to get up again. Always more and more energy. There was no end to it. Never seeing civilians, except for the impoverished dandies with whom it was a losing battle to get that much-needed new pair of shoes. Or for the fortunate few, a fur coat to protect their poor thin bodies from the fierce cold. 30-hour trip in a third-class train carriage. True, it was colder outside than inside, where at least the cigarette smoke and the breath of the others brought some warmth. But when the train slid into a station, even for a short wait, there was always a rush to the door. Inhabitants of sleepy little towns would see groups of threadbare men and women walking up and down the platforms, chattering and shouting in that linguistic hodgepodge that was the Russian of Diaghilev's ballet russe. No matter that the weather was below zero. That spike-heeled pumps offered little protection against the cold. To uncramp one's body, to feel alive again, to move. They say Trefilova practiced in the train corridors of the 2-week trip from Russia to London for her comeback in The Sleeping Beauty. I don't believe it. After hours of watching the world slip by outside the window, of catching short snatches of sleep before a cramped leg or a distraught companion jostles you into waking up, the only energy you have left is to keep a lookout for the refreshment wagon, to cheer loudly when it finally comes to your compartment, to gratefully submit the francs or marks you have been crushing protectively in your fingers for over an hour. Ah, the warmth of a cafe au lait. Or that lemon-flavored tea that you suck through the sugar you hold in your teeth, like a true Russian. You drink down to the last drop, and then play with the empty cup, pensive, happy, the familiar hunger momentarily appeased. How confident the men's voices become then as they call out their bets in the card games that go on for days. While we reach into our crowded bags to find the slippers or tights in need of mending, somebody begins to strum a mandolin. Someone begins to sing a love song, a sad song, a Russian song. Russian songs are always sad, even the happy ones. Someone, maybe Lydia, tells a story. A nasty one, but it makes you laugh. It is at such moments that you remember you are an artiste in the greatest ballet company in the world.
A man must know how to brave opinion, a woman how to submit to it. I have turned over various books written on the subject of education and patiently observed the conduct of parents in the management of schools. But what has been the result? A profound conviction that the neglected education of my fellow creatures is the ground source of the misery I deplore, and that women in particular are rendered weak, wretched by a variety of concurring causes, originating from one hasty conclusion. Many have been the cares and vicissitudes of my past life, my beloved Eleanor, and the only consolation I feel to them bitterness, that on close examination of my conduct I am convinced that I have strictly deserved them. I murdered my father at a very early period, I have since murdered my mother, and am now going to murder my sister. Not a few believe, and men themselves have expressed the opinion, that the time is come when Eurydice is to call for Orpheus, rather than Orpheus for Eurydice, that the idea of man, however imperfectly brought about, has been far more so than that of woman, and that an improvement in the daughters will best aid the reformation of the sons of this age. The full African moon poured down its light from the blue sky into the wide, lovely plain, the dry, sandy earth with coating of stunted karoo bushes a few inches high, the low hills that skirted the plain, the milk bushes with their long finger-like leaves, all were touched by a weird and almost oppressive beauty as they lay in the white light. What is woman? To state the question is to me to suggest at once a preliminary answer. The fact I ask it is in itself significant. A man would never get the notion of writing a book on the peculiar situation of the human male. Madame de Staël, Delphine, 1802, first novel, title page motto. Mary Wollstonecraft, A Vindication of the Rights of Women, 1780. Jane Austen, aged 13 to 14. A letter from a young lady whose feelings being too strong for her judgment led into the commission of errors when her heart disapproved. Margaret Fuller, The Great Lawsuit. Men versus man, woman versus women. Olive Schreiner, The Story of an African Farm, 1883. Chapter 1, Shadows from Child Life, The Watch. Simone de Beauvoir, The Second Sex, 1949.
Dear son, it ain't often I write you, but I have a big problem to solve. Next month I'll be 68 years old, so I would not say no to some help. I'm up at 7 in the morning, and I'm on the go till 6. I'm getting tired of working, so I would not say no to some help. Inflation, money, and taxes are getting worse all the time. There's never been saving to retire on, son, so I would not say no to some help. So I would not say no to some help. No, I would not say no to some help. I would not say no to some help, no son. I would not say no to some help. You kids have all gone and left home, and now we are left all alone. Your mom's still working to pay off the house, so I would not say no to some help. This life is getting too much for me. It's time to stop working and rest. It's time to give the Lord my best, so I would not say no to some help. Would not say no to some help. No, I would not say no to some help. I would not say no to some help, no son. I would not say no to some help. Has failed us and left us afraid in old age. So please, son, stop your drinking and get on that train and come home. So I would not say no to some help. No, I would not say no to some help. I would not say no to some help, no son. I would not say no to some help. So I would not say no to some help. No, I would not say no to some help. I would not say no to some help, no son. I would not say no.